Hello, this is Chiak. We are back again with another set of Syberia. We just listened to the professor's lecture, though I could barely hear what he was saying at all. Yeah, the projector was super loud. But either way, we need to grab that mammoth doll back because I don't believe we will be able to leave without it. Since there are certain conditions for the train to leave and move and go.
Professor, it's me. I've come to pick up the mammoth doll.
The doll is waiting for you there, Miss Walker. Please take good care of it.
Don't worry. I'm beginning to get quite attached to it myself. Can I trouble you just a little longer?
With pleasure, Kate. I'm all ears.
I must congratulate you for your lecture. You were right. The subject is absolutely fascinating. I never believed that mammoths could be so interesting.
What you heard was only the tip of the iceberg, my dear. But if I have at least awoken a passion in you, I'm only too proud.
Did Anna Voralberg agree with your hypothesis on the Ukals being able to tame mammoths?
Now, Hans was no man of science. His pathological obsession was to find mammoths that were still in existence. Such a hypothesis is somewhat overblown, don't you think?
You don't believe in it yourself?
Mammoths died out thousands of years ago. Of this we are certain. Today, the only mammoths in Siberia are frozen ones. Huh?
Do you know where Hans might have gone after his stay here in Barrikstadt?
No, but I would not be surprised if he left in search of the Ukals, or what is left of them today.
What would you say about seeing Hans?
Okay, that's
Arriving in Barrikstadt is an amazing experience. Yes.
Okay, that's it.
I would have loved to study at a university like this.
No age is too old to start learning, my dear.
Maybe, but you know, the eternal student and all.
You prefer being an eternal lawyer?
I have more important things to deal with. Live problems, not things that died millions of years ago.
Everyone has their own priorities, my child.
Okay, I guess that's it.
I'll leave you in peace. I hope I haven't disturbed you too much.
Sorry?
Grab that. Just take care of it by putting in our jacket pocket. Okay. The legend of the Ivory Ark. The last ice age ended when the planet warmed up. This sudden climatic change threatened the existence of many animal species, including mammoths inhabiting the far northern Siberian wastes. It is said that the Ukal peoples decided to follow Noah's example and built an enormous ark to try to preserve the mammoth's existence. They lived in a symbiosis with the pachyderm, which was at the heart of their religious worship. The ship was constructed entirely from mammoth tusks. A small herd of mammoths was installed on board with enormous quantity of fodder. Control of the ship was entrusted to a handful of particularly intrepid Ukal clans. Their mission was to take the animals to other lands with pastures more befitting to their survival. One day, 50 summers later, as legend would have it, the Ark returned to its starting point. The Ukals were astonished to find nobody aboard apart from the carcasses of several mammoths perfectly preserved in the ice encasing the ship. The clansmen believed this was a mysterious sign from the gods that they ate the mammoths in a memorable feast. 1 week later, the Ark set sail once more, carried away by the currents. Again it returned half a century later with not a soul on board except more well-preserved, frozen mammoth carcasses. This mystery continued for millennia, each time the surprisingly well-preserved mammoths appearing out of nowhere. The Ukals interpreted the phenomena as a benevolent offering from their dead companions who were believed to have perished on the Ark's first voyage in some horrendous maritime cataclysm. It was believed that their souls had found eternal rest on a mythical island that the shaman named Syberia. They constructed a whole religion around this belief, with rites and customs punctuated by the periodic appearances of the phantom ship and its precious cargo. For centuries, nothing changed the Ark's mysterious cycle. Only the size of the mammoths changed, reducing imperceptibly over time. Until one day, 100 or so years ago, the Ark returned earlier than expected. It was empty. The Yukols were dumbfounded and utterly confused. The spirits of their ancestors had forsaken them. Everything they had believed in, that had been the bedrock of their culture since the very depths of time, had now lost all meaning. The most fanatical believers noted that the frequency of appearances had in fact increased and maintained that there was still hope as long as the Ark continued its return journeys from the unknown. Some elder Yukols boasted having seen it several times, but thenceforth, each time the white ship returned, it only offered an empty shell to the despairing eyes of the surviving Yukols. The belief became superstition, and the reality became legend. Okay. Goodbye, Professor. Alright, let's get a move on. So we need to wind up the train. Though, that should be... We know how to wind up the train, don't we? Just flip the switch, turn the wheel, get it going. My goodness, I feel so thirsty. Alright, let's wind up this train and get going. Like, now, is that gate? We'll see. We'll see. Oh, here you go. Okay, let's turn this wheel. Flip this lever, or pull this lever.
Hello?
Where are you?
Hi, Dan. I'm in Barrikstadt.
What? Is that a town? I hope the man you're looking for lives there. Are you coming home soon?
From what I gather, it's one huge university with an extraordinary station, aviary. If you could only see it, there are trees and birds everywhere. It's so weird here.
Sounds like a great place for a bit of sightseeing. So, are you coming back soon?
I don't think so. In fact, the train I'm traveling on has some kind of a mechanical problem. We've been forced to stop here.
Us? I thought you were alone. Who's with you?
Oscar, the train engineer.
You're messing around with mechanics now, are you?
Don't be so stupid, Dan, please. Oscar's an automaton created by Mr. Voralberg, the man I'm looking for. And he's not any old robot. He's a sophisticated butler type, if you see what I mean. He's a bit obsessive as well.
Kate, I don't know what they're feeding you in Europe, but don't you think it's time that you came home?
But my mission still isn't finished.
To hell with your mission. I don't know why you accepted it in the first place. If you just stuck to the middle of the road, then we wouldn't be in this mess.
We? If there's any mess, it's me who's in it. And while I'm trying to come to grips with strange towns, you, my darling, are sitting at home on your butt. I seem to remember we had nothing against my departure.
It was only going to be 2 or 3 days, Kate. Please, try to put yourself in my shoes.
Your shoes. Not only do I have to fit myself into your diary, but I've got to get myself into your shoes as well? Is there anywhere else Sir would like me to put myself while we're on this subject?
Look, I don't want to talk about it now. Call me back when you've calmed down.
I was perfectly calm before I picked up your call. I only wanted a few words of encouragement, not your disdain. Was that too much to ask?
You can be such a selfish...
Takes one to know one, sweetheart.
Okay, can I just say, your boyfriend? Is he a boyfriend? I don't know if he's your fiance or boyfriend, but he is really needy. Like, really needy. 2-3 days? Really? Calm down. Okay, Oscar, time to go. Correct? Train's bound.
Everything okay?
Yes, Kate Walker.
Okay.
That's it, Oscar. We can go.
Kate Walker, I must remind you of one of the journey regulations. All objects featured in the train's inventory must be replaced before departure.
Alright.
I don't understand.
Something is missing, Kate Walker.
Oh my God! The mammoth doll!
Please return it to its allocated position, Kate Walker.
Okay.
I'm off, Oscar.
Yes,
Totally forgot about that. Mammoth doll. There we go. Now we can leave.
Everything?
yes.
Okay.
Oscar, if you tell me one more time something's missing, I'll...
Everything is ready. Take your seat, Kate Walker. We are leaving.
Okay.
Okay. Awesome. Great. Okay. Does the thing need to be...
What are you doing there, Oscar?
It is imperative that we comply with railroad and customs regulations, Kate Walker.
Oscar, don't you think we could drop the trifling details once and for all?
We need an exit visa to get beyond the wall, Kate Walker.
And you wouldn't know where I could get one of them from, would you?
There is usually some form of authority stationed at a guard post that is strategically positioned to issue such a visa.
Okay. Well...
Okay. See you later, Oscar.
Yes, Kate Walker.
What's over here?
I wonder how that works.
Okay, so nothing really there. Let's see, we can go behind here. Oh, there's a door.
No point. It's locked.
Oscar locked the door, of course. Clever. Come on, Kate, run. Run! Trying to double click, but she's not running. Oh my goodness, where's this place? Let's go upstairs. There's nowhere else that I can see here.
Hello?
Kate! Oh, is that you? What's going on?
Well, I finally got the mechanical train wound, and I hope it's going to take me to Anna Voralberg. I had to sort things out with a couple of weirdo sailors, and they probably ripped me off. But now I'm blocked behind this massive wall. You should see it, it's huge!
I'm not talking about that. I want to know what's going on with Dan.
What do you mean?
I bumped into him at Maggie's zoo, and he said you'd argued.
That's a bit over the top. Things got a bit heated the last time we called, that's all. No need to go overboard.
I don't mean to be Miss Melodramatic, but he didn't seem in such great shape. He had his down-in-the-dumps head on.
Like Dan has a down-in-the-dumps head.
Well, yeah, when that shock of hair flops over his forehead, and his eyes mist up, and his eyebrows kind of crease together.
I'd never noticed. Maybe I did go a bit too far, but he's got such a goody two-shoes image of me that sometimes I just lose it. And this case is taking up a lot of headspace. I was just looking for a bit of compassion.
Well, you sure got mine. So, what's going down?
Like I said before, I'm kind of getting somewhere, but it's slow. This Anna Voralberg guy is getting more and more fascinating by the day.
Okay, well, anyway, it doesn't sound like you're bored. Not like back here in the office. Every day is boredom day. Just no fun without you. When are you coming back?
Shouldn't be long, I hope. Look, I've got to go. See you soon.
Well, call us again real soon. And be easier on Dan next time, huh?
I'll try.
I'm not exactly sure how a goody two-shoe image is going to... what that has to do with this situation, but okay. Oh, and there's...
Good day to you, sir.
Captain Malatesta, Commander-in-Chief of the Bergstadt border post, at your service, madam.
I just realized...
Don't mind me if I retire, Captain.
Please, madam. My respects.
I just realized that I'm out of time here. So either way, thank you for liking if you like, thank you for commenting if you commented, thank you for subscribing if you subscribe, thank you for favoriting if you favorited, and thank you for simply clicking on this video. And until next time, guys, see ya!